is inside of our PfSense from the interface. So we want to click on the status, and we want to click on the CPU leases, and there you go. As you guys see, our Kali Linux is here, connected here. So we know that we are connected this into this PfSense. So okay, as you can see, we have our Kali Linux connected, which is going to be 10.0.0.11. To be in the safe side, if you want to know that this is your Kali Linux, you want to go to the back to Kali, and then just open a terminal. And when you open your terminal, just type if config. There you go. As you can see, we have 10.0.0.11. So it's 10.0.0.11. So that shows that our Kali Linux is successfully connected to our PfSense. Now let's try something here. So let's go ahead and try to change the IP address that we have. So our Kali Linux, the IP address is 10.0.0.11. So to change that IP address, we want to click on add here. And now you come here and IP address, and let's do 10.0.0.2. Let's try to set the Kali Linux new IP address here. So let's go ahead and click on save, and then you go ahead and click on apply changes. Okay, now that we click on that, the changes are applied. Let's go back to our Kali Linux and open the terminal. Let's go ahead, open the terminal here, and then let's go here to change the IP address that we just created on our PfSense. This is the command that we wanna plug in. Okay, now let's go ahead and check. We already changed the IP address on our PfSense interface, and the new IP address that we put there will be 10.0.0.2. And then now let's check our current IP address on our Kali Linux. You see, as you can see here, we still have the same IP address 10.0.0.11. Okay, so let's clear the terminal, and this is how to set up the new IP address. So you want to do sudo ipl set ETH0 down and sudo ipl set ETH0 up, click enter, and you put your password. Okay, so now our guess is already set. So let's double check. If it works perfect, we should have 10.0.0.2. So if config, boom, as you can see, 10.0.0.2, that's our current IP address now. So that successfully works. So let's clear the terminal. Okay, now let's go ahead and set up our firewall rules. We want to go to firewall, click on rules, and you want to come to LAN here. And when you come to LAN, and then you want to click on add, and then here you want to have block, and action is going to be block and address. Here you want to choose IPv4, IPv4 plus IPv6, and protocol you want to choose any, and source is going to be LAN subnet, and destination is going to be WAN subnet. Okay, and then description would be block access to the service on WAN interface, and click on save, and then click on apply changes, and this is what you want to see here. So this is the rule that we already set up right here. As you can see, this for our LAN, and this is the firewall that we already set up. So the protocol gonna be IPv4, IPv6, and then the source gonna be LAN subnet, and then the destination is gonna be WAN, and also we have the description, what kind of rule that we set up, which is like block access to the service on WAN interface. Okay, now let's go ahead and add more configuration here. Let's create some alias. To do that, you want to go to firewall, click on alias, and then let's click on add. So the name is going to be fall 1918, and the description will be private IPv4, private IPv4 address space, and then the type of host is going to be network. And then now let's go ahead and add some IP addresses here. So the first one is going to be 10.0.0.0, and then here we want to choose 8. Let's choose 8 here, and let's add another network. So it's going to be 10.0.0, and then this one is going to be 172.16.0.0, and here it's going to be 12. It's going to be 12 here. And then let's add another one. The third one, it will be 192.168.0.0, and here we want to choose 16. Let's choose 16 here, and let's add one more. So it's gonna be one here. It's gonna be 127.0.0.0, and here is we're gonna choose 8, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we want to click on save and click on apply changes. There you go. So as you can see here, this is all the IP addresses that we created. Let's go ahead and set rules for let me see. Let's go to firewalls, rules. Okay, let's set a rule for Mara cyber range. Let's click on cyber range, and let's click on this one right here. And when you click on that one, let's change the family here. It should be IPv4 plus IPv6. And the protocol, let's put the protocol for any, and then the source should be for Mara cyber range address. Mara cyber range address, and then the destination be no source Mara range. So source is gonna be destination. Mara range. Mara cyber range. That's the destination. That's a source, and then the destination. It should be address. Now address. Okay, so and then here description would be allow traffic traffic all devices on the Mara cyber range network. Now we want to click on save, and after saving it, we don't have to click on apply yet because we're going to be adding more firewall rules. All right, let's go ahead and set up another rules for our Kali Linux. So you want to click on add. Let's see, add, and the address family will be IPv4, and protocol, let's put the protocol as any, and then source, our source will be Mara cyber range subnet, and here the destination is going to be address alias, the destination, and we want to put the Kali Linux IP address here, so which is 10.0.0.2. Yeah, 10.0.2. And then here the description would be let's see, allow traffic to Kali Linux VM, which is virtual machine, and we want to click on save, and we don't have to apply changes yet because we will be setting up more rules. Now the rules here, we want to click on add again, and address family IPv4, and then the protocol, let's set it as any, and then the source will be Mara cyber range subnet. That's gonna be the source, and then we're gonna click on invert match, and here let's choose address and alias, and then here is gonna be fall 1918. That's what it's gonna be, and the description would be allow to any private private IPv4 address, Okay, and then we click on save. There you go. Let me see, it should be fall. Let me try to edit here. Make sure that I did it right. Fall. Okay, it's good. To save. Okay, it's right here. So we already created one for the Ali, and then we created one for the first rule that I created, which is for 1980. Okay, let's add another rules here. We want to click on add, and then now we're gonna make action, which is gonna be block, and address family will be IPv4, IPv6, and let's change the protocol to any, and the source will be Mara Cyber and subnets. That's going to be the source, and then we can leave the destination. Not for, we don't have to set up the destination. And then now here the message will be block access to everything, and then now we can click on save. To set all these rules, it's time to apply the changes. So click on apply changes, and voila, these are the rules that we created for Mara Cyber Range. So let's go ahead and create another rules for Mara Lab. You want to click on Mara Lab. For Mara Lab, what you want to do, you want to click on add, and here the first action will be to block, and address family, it will be everything, which is IPv4 or IPv6, and then the protocol, it would be any, and then the source destination, it will be Mara Lab subnet, and then the destination will be WAN subnet. Destination will be WAN subnet. That's gonna be our destination, and the description would be, let's see, the description is gonna be block everything on WAN interface, block access. Okay, let's put that, block access to the service on WAN interface, and click on apply. And we don't have to click on apply change yet, because we're gonna add another rules here. Okay, another rules that we're gonna set up here is going to be add, and then also it's gonna be block, and we're gonna change the address family is going to be IPv4, IPv6, and then the protocol will be any, and the destination will be Mara subnet. So it's going to be Mara Lab subnet, and that's the source. I'm sorry, the source is going to be Mara Lab subnet, and then the destination will be let's see, Mara range subnet. It's going to be the destination, and the description will be block traffic to Mara cyber range interface, and we click on save. Okay, these are the two rules that we set for the Mara Lab. The last rule that we're gonna set here, we're gonna click on add, and this time the action we're gonna leave it at pass, and let's change the addresses to IPv4, IPv6, and the protocol will be any, and then the destination is gonna be Maralab subnet, and then we're not gonna. I'll keep saying destination. I'm sorry. Source is gonna be Maralab subnet, and then the destination we're gonna leave it like that, and the description will be allow traffic, allow traffic, allow traffic to all other subnets and internet. Okay, and we click on save. Right, now that we already set up these two rules, we can click on apply changes. And when you click apply changes, what we want to do next, we want to reboot our system. So you go to diagnostic here, and you want to click on, let's see, reboot here, and submit reboot, and it's rebooting. So when you're done, it should send you back to the interface of PSN to ask you to log back in. So we're gonna go ahead and log back in when you restart. And now we want to log back in on our PfSense. Click sign in. Do not update. There you go. So we're back here. All right. So this will make the end of this video right here. And I mean, it was a long video, but there is a lot of rule that we set up, and our next video probably will be explaining those different rules that we set up.